Just not quite right. How do you give it back?
Governor, what kind of gun is it?
This is a Beretta A400. I bought it when I was shooting a lot of trap because it has a...
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. Kamala Harris has a man problem, not in the traditional relationship Tinder hookup sense. That never seemed to be a problem for old Kamala. Just ask Montel Williams. We're talking about the more important electoral sense, where no man in America wants to vote for Kamala. Every man in America that is even considering voting for Kamala looks like this. Or like that. This is literally the Dudes for Kamala ad. Saying, I'm man enough to vote for Kamala. Oh, man. The ad, this is a meme now. This is a meme. Every single time the campaign tries to convince men to vote for Kamala, they get destroyed. And maybe that's because they don't know how to actually speak to men. They don't know what it's like to communicate with real men. That's why the men who they trot out to try and convince all of us to vote for Kamala, well, behave like this.
That men can gather to talk about how we feel. Interesting, powerful concept. And to
dude, like this guy went from saving Middle Earth, bringing Frodo to Mount Doom to destroy the ring, to crying on camera from his mansion. Right? He's not the only one.
You guys can recall that feeling you had on the night of Tuesday, November 8th, 2016. I stood over my kid's bed and I wept.
You wept.
I wept because I felt like I let them down.
My feelings are so hurt. I cried. It's time for men to talk about their feelings. Like, they wonder why no man is supporting Kamala's campaign. These were official campaign Zoom calls for Dudes for Kamala. Yeah, well, it is starting to get desperate in the Kamala Harris camp. So desperate, in fact, that they've sent manly man Tim Walz out to go play Elmer Fudd. That's right. They sent Tim Walz out hunting. This is Tim Walz. It's a real, actual video of Tim Walz trying to load his shotgun. I have a couple shotguns in my house. I shoot them regularly at the gun range. If I looked like this loading my shotgun, that means that I'd be dead in case of an emergency in my home. The point of course, having a shotgun would be self-defense, being able to use it, being able to fire it. Tim Walz proving here that he doesn't know how to use his shot. It's so painful. And that he loads it in his crotch, like all good men, right? Like don't you do that? You put your firearm right next to your ball sack, and then you load it, right? This is like proper gun usage, okay?
Quite
Here.
right. Never
Listen.
quite right. Just not quite right. How do you give it back?
Governor, what kind of gun is it?
This is a Beretta A400. I bought it when I was shooting a lot of trap because it has a kind of their patented thing, a kickoff. So when you get old, it doesn't hurt your shoulder as much.
It has a doohickey and a ding dongle. Dude, you're loading your gun in your crotch, and he's not able to get it loaded. MSNBC implies that Tim Walz going pheasant hunting is nothing more than a desperate attempt to make up ground with male voters. Sorry, Tim, men aren't voting for a gun grabber. So even MSNBC is destroying you here? Guys, Tim Walz went on pheasant hunt today to impress men and was followed around by cameras and reporters the entire day. You don't do this unless your internal polling is horrific. What's also horrific is the results of the pheasant hunt. I've been pheasant hunting. I love pheasant hunting. I don't consider myself like a great shot, but man, I can nail some birds, right? 3-hour-long pheasant hunt. One pheasant shot. No carcasses recovered. So, okay. Well, that's not the dog's fault. You clearly didn't actually hit the bird. And according to my Apple Watch, I walked 7,000 steps and 3.5 miles, says a reporter who was with Tim Walz in the pheasant hunt, taking photos like this. So, wait, you didn't even get a bird. She's the one who actually filmed this video. So thank you very much, Shauna, for your contribution to the internet here. So he didn't actually kill a bird. They didn't actually recover any carcasses of the bird. You wouldn't get you're there with dogs. Oh, and we have the dogs clearly tell the rest of the story here. Carrie Lake trolling Tim. Happy to show you how it's done, Tim. All right. Tim Walz doesn't know ball. This is what a pheasant hunt should look like. Amazing. JD Vance, by the way, re-upping his troll of Tim Walz while playing buck hunter.
Hey guys, JD Vance here, playing a little buck hunter before a rally in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, also known as the closest Tim Walz has ever gotten to real combat. Have fun out there.
Underappreciated, JD Vance. And this is what the end product should look like, Tim Walz. Make sure Dick Cheney aims at the birds next time. That's right. It did great. ALX up, post and heat. New images surface of Tampon Tim's staged pheasant hunt today. The slingshot. That's good. Dick Cheney must have been busy. Tim Walz goes. I can't get over the fact that MSNBC roasted the dude. Can't get over the fact that MSNBC decided to clown on him.
Ago, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz was out pheasant hunting in Sleepy Eye, Minnesota, taking part in the 12th annual Governor's Pheasant Hunting Opener. This comes, friends, as we know that they're going to have Walz doing sort of a blitz, reaching out to men, young men, voters they know, 50-50 swing vote. They know they need to get him.
Yes. Can I just say, Hope Walz is giving a pheasant hunting glam this morning, okay? That is the governor's daughter that you see her in the back. Look at this. She's making pheasant hunting. Fetch is happening. She's making fetch happen.
Please keep doing this. You're going to lose men by 100% for the end of all time. Please keep running segments like that. I implore you. I'll watch. You can get the commercial revenue from me watching. I'll make sure all the TVs are tuned into MSNBC. Happy to continue to incentivize you to say that Tim Walz's family is making fetch happen with hunting. Tampon Tim really struggling today with a shotgun. Timmy is locked and loaded. Oh, yes. Tim Walz and Elmer Fudd. The comparison is striking. Truly, the similarities are shocking. Ah, yes, the war veteran who cannot load a shotgun. Tim Walz handled a weapon during his military service. Yeah, this is the same guy that says I carried weapons of war in war. Choose a VP. Look at that. JD Vance. That's country boy shall survive, right? That's right. Country boy can survive. And that's not. That's the opposite. That's Tampon Tim. Tim Walz goes duck hunting. Oh, no. That's a good one. Tim Walz claimed he carries weapons of war in combat, but he can't load a shotgun. This guy's beyond weak. My little sister could beat him up. You all watch this? NRA. Reminder, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are no friends of hunters and gun owners. Harris Walz ticket is an existential threat to our freedom. Tim Walz wants to confiscate your guns. Illegal firearm? Uh-oh. Did Tim Walz violate state and federal law by using a magazine that was too large? Sure sounded like he loaded 5 shells into the shotgun. Tim's handmade Italian shotgun can hold 4 shells, the magazine, and 1 in the chamber. Bird hunters know that you've got to use a plug to limit the capacity of your shotgun to 2 shells in the magazine and 1 in the chamber. Did Tim forget about this rule, or is he have no idea what he's doing? The press pool and the hunt reported that Tim never fired the shotgun at any point during the hunt, so he never even fired it. The penalty for Tim's transgressions is a $15,000 fine, 6 months in jail, and a forfeiture of the firearm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. More impressive than Tim Walz's pheasant hunt today. This is extreme and dangerous. Tim Walz has no idea how to operate a gun. Never pick up a weapon if you don't know how to use it. Oh, man, it's another angle of Tim Walz being incapable of loading his firearm. Look at this. You know, the dogs always know. Watch the dog, squirm and run and try and get away. Dogs always know.
Look at her. She is a sweetie.
The dogs always know. Here we go. Commentary on this. A dog knows good from bad. This dog does not like Tim Walz, and for good reasons. Yeah. Elmer Walz. The comparisons are just perfect. It really does look like Elmer Fudd. Tim Walz doesn't know how to load his own shotgun. He lied about being a hunter, too. Oh, Not going to do it, guys. New polling out this morning showing men are catastrophically breaking against Harrison Walz. And the Joe Rogan podcast then going to drop with Trump. The Rogan podcast is going to drop. And then what? Sayonara, boys. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. Please do not handle your firearm like Tim Walz. You won't have a dick left if you do. See ya.